today from the field, we're going to be looking at audio, getting good audio when you have a very loud background sound. And yes, I am wearing a lab coat, and yes, my shoes are soaking wet, but that's another story. In all my travels, I love waterfalls. I love the sound of waterfalls. It's very relaxing. Those of you that have watched me on the Adventure Outpost, you know that I often run a window video of waterfalls with a beautiful cascading sound behind me. It is so very relaxing, but it's also very loud. So today what I have set up is I'm wearing a wireless microphone here that's clipped onto my shirt. Because it's darker, it kind of blends into my shirt so you can't really see it. I put it on the darker jacket, not on the white lab coat, and I have a receiver plugged into the phone on the side. And so I'm able to get a signal transmitted wirelessly to my phone, and the sound quality is quite good. So if I move back and forth, it's very, very consistent, right? Shotgun mics, which sometimes people put on cameras, are fine as well, but they're a little bit tougher to work with sometimes. But in this particular case, the lav microphone is also, because it's on my chest, my body mass is blocking some of the sound that is coming from behind me, which will help with the sound pickup as well. Is sound important? 150%. You might have great visuals, but if you have no sound, let's watch this again. Here is the beautiful waterfall with sound. And here's a beautiful waterfall with no sound. Which is more beautiful? Of course, the sound is a big part of what makes this such a great experience. Now, you might say to me, I don't really want to buy a wireless microphone. That is fine. I'm going to fall off this log here. One of the first microphones I ever purchased when I was shooting was a wired lavalier microphone. Again, this is a lavalier microphone, or sometimes known as a tie clip mic, clipped onto my shirt, and has always provided great sound when I do interviews. For years, I've used a wired microphone. I find them more reliable, and typically the sound can be better. Depends on the microphone. But you can get a beautiful quality wired microphone, $30, $60 online, and you will have it the rest of your life. Generally, they need to have power, so just remember to bring extra batteries with you when you're using them, and they are fantastic. Now, I'm going to show you the difference. What I have set up today is a wireless, or RF, radio frequency microphone. The receiver is plugged into the phone, the camera, smartphone, and the transmitter is here, clipped onto my jacket. Now, I'm too far away so you can't see that, but look at the distance and hear the sound, how beautiful that sound is. The wireless microphone allows me to transmit a sound from a distance. It gives me the freedom to walk around. I can walk around on these rocks. And yes, my feet are soaking wet, by the way, but that's okay. I'm having a great time here in Ancaster at Sherman Falls wirelessly because I have no wires attached. You can also, of course, buy that wired microphone, that one with the long cable that I bought. You can see them online. They're very inexpensive, but you can see how much of a problem that would be today, because here I am walking out in the middle of the water here. I'm standing by the waterfall, splashing water everywhere. The microphone cable, it's just no place for it. It's a disaster. It would be very unsafe, and it would probably wreck the cable. So you have to be careful of that. So this is why I'm using a wireless microphone today. I'm going to show you the difference. So this is a lav mic. I can walk around. Here I am. Oh, I'm behind the camera. I'm over by the rocks. But I'm going to come up to the front of the camera here, and I'm going to actually unplug this so you can hear the difference. So here it is. It's a bit of a monopod. It's a bit of a rocker. So now this is just the sound of me. The transmitter is in my hand. Right now I'm doing the same thing. Hi, I'm Dr. Gary Gould. Today from the field we are at Ancaster at Sherman Falls, and you can hear the quality difference. If I get closer, the sound will be better, but then my face is huge, which is not necessarily what you want when you're shooting and framing. So let's plug that back in, and we should have good sound quality again. Now, a couple other quick things you can do. I am wearing the fabulous lab coat, and in the pocket of my lab coat, let me see if I can get back on this log without falling. Very dangerous. Don't try this at home. I have two things. One, I have a really old smartphone. It's all smashed to bits. It's an old one. But I've downloaded a free audio app on here, and you can use this to record sound. So what I'm basically using this as an audio recorder, and I can use it. The beautiful thing with smartphones, especially if you are doing a video with people in it, let's say you're, I don't know, it's a drama, people often are holding their smartphones, so I can actually just hold the phone and record, and it actually doesn't look too bad. So I'm going to record sound on here. Now what I like to do is I like to do a single clap, right? So I clap. That was a double clap, but a good clap. Oh, there it is. And you'll see a spike on the audio line when you go to edit. Also too, Premiere Pro has a great feature with their new software upgrades, a sync feature, and so it'll sync up sound. If I transfer the audio files from this camera, it will allow me to sync sound up with the pictures, no problem at all, and it's an easy thing to do. So that's what you can do, and you can use this as a field recorder. In fact, if I hold it right here and talk, because it's sort of hidden in my jacket because it's darker, it's not going to be that noticeable. Again, I'm going to think like a professional. I'm not going to hold it in front of the white lab coat. You'll see it, but if I wear a darker shirt or jacket, it's going to hide it in that. The other thing you can do is if you have some money or if you've purchased these in the past,